Maybe you think that green beans are boring, but today we're gonna convince you otherwise. Ron, you grow these babies, so tell me a little bit about your farm.
Green beans are just one of the different types of beans that I grow on the farm, and I like specializing in fresh beans. They're so much more flavorful and healthy. I also have fresh black-eyed peas, Crowder peas, speckled butter beans, cranberry beans.
You're like king of the beans.
I guess you could say.
Okay, so how labor intensive is it to grow these guys?
All of my products are hand harvested, so that's where the labor intensity comes in.
Well, we have some beautiful green beans right now, so let's make the most of them. What are you cooking up today?
Well, I'm going to make a green bean and egg burrito, garnished with jalapeno peppers and fresh tomatoes.
Sounds good. I'm making a green bean slaw, and the first thing we need to do is prep our green beans. We're going to blanch these for just a couple minutes to cut the bitterness. These guys are bright green and ready, so I'm gonna strain them and then immediately put them in a bowl of ice water. What this will do is keep them from continuing the cooking process so they stay crunchy and bright. Now let's prepare the rest of our vegetables. If you can make ribbons out of these guys, I'm going to julienne these peppers and the jicama. Jicama has a slightly grainier texture than green beans, which I like because then what we're doing is really bringing out the crunch of those beans. So now I'll get started on my red bell peppers. If you'll thinly slice the red onion, and I'm going to just mince 1 clove of garlic, throw the garlic in there, and then we'll do a little bit of rice vinegar, a tablespoon of honey, sesame oil, soy sauce, and now let's give it a whisk. Why don't you go ahead and drop these guys in there. I'll add almonds and sesame seeds. Pour our dressing over and mix the salad up. Let's do your green bean and egg burritos.
Okay. First of all, what we're gonna do, snap the green beans just like we did before in your dish, but we snap them a little bit smaller. I'd like for you to add a little bit of lime. I like to use lime in place of salt to kind of cut the freshness,
Well, that's new to me, so I'm excited to see what this tastes
Stay tuned. Put them in the boiling water.
All right, how long should those sit in there?
We'll wait till the beans change color to show that they're cooking. We don't want them real soft, but we don't want them crunchy.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So now what?
I'll go ahead and slice this onion. If you'll dice some bell pepper.
Okay.
For the amount we're making, I think that would be enough right there.
Okay.
And then I'm also gonna have you dice the jalapeno. You decide how hot you want the dish.
Ooh.
Okay?
Well, I have a high tolerance for spice, so.
Well, heat it up.
You can do it?
Heat it up.
Okay.
If you don't mind dicing maybe a tomato, maybe 2. Okay, if you can help me out here by cracking these eggs, and you can go ahead and whisk. And then I'm gonna saute these bell peppers, jalapenos, and onions. Then I just put in the green beans, kind of stir them in, mix them up just to get them warm a little bit. Pour the egg in and scramble it in, the texture or doneness that you normally would have your scrambled egg. And then I'll let you go ahead and just roll the tortillas and make a burrito. Put the amount of tomatoes and fresh onions and jalapenos that you would like in there.
We have 2 beautiful green bean dishes, and neither one of them is a green bean casserole. All right, let's dig in.
Have you ever had raw jicama? These are good.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So the next time I'm in a store and I'm shopping for green beans, what should I look for?
Well, of course, you look for the color, bright, green. It appears that it's fresh. And then you try to snap it. If they're crisp and they snap, then you know they're fresh.
Well, I think that with our teamwork today, we have proven that green beans are anything but boring.
I agree.